Yeah. My name is Gypsy.roseblanchard, and I am a convicted murderer.
Gypsy Rose Blanchard did a video begging to be left alone.
I don't owe anybody anything. And so what I want going forward is people to leave me alone.
The issue that many people are bringing up to her when she's asking to be left alone is that she keeps feeding content with what she posts.
I'm not gonna post on social media. I'm not gonna do any more interviews or TV shows. Y'all got what y'all want. Got what you want, so leave me alone. Y'all want Nick out of prison? Well, then go fight for it. But leave me alone. I'm done my time.
For instance, deleting her social media to get away, but if you actually got away from social media, you wouldn't be seeing anything that was being said, and eventually it would die out because you wouldn't be giving anybody anything to talk about. But if you delete your social media and come back to do a live asking to be left alone, it doesn't feel like you've gotten off of social media.
I'm like, ultimately, the choice was continue on with the show, make some money, they do pay good, or forfeit the money and choose a private as people will let me, life. And that means money struggles. That absolutely, I am not rich. This whole, I have $3 million up. No, absolutely not. I'm not broke, but I'm also not rich. I have a nest egg, and without doing another season, there is no income. Like I said, I had this account set for deletion, so that means no creator fund. That means I'm not making money off of TikTok. So, and the people that are like, get a job, get a job. Okay, I have a almost 8-month-old daughter. Ken works. My parents live an hour and 15 minutes away. I don't necessarily have people, I'm not gonna leave her with a babysitter. So, and I'm not gonna put her in daycare and stuff like that. Like, I don't trust people that much. I have trust issues. People need to know I have trust issues. Thank you for the galaxy.
In regards to her asking to be left alone, I feel like this is just one of those consequences that will follow you in your life if you make the decision that she made, and she's having a hard time coming to terms with it. People are always going to talk about the murder of Dee Dee Blanchard. It was horrific. You are a public figure because you plotted the murder of your mom. That's why people know who you are. That is what you are known for. You cannot erase that. When people buy your artwork, unfortunately, it's not going to be because of the artwork.
I actually have a painting that I did a long time ago. Okay, it's not good. It's just my handprint. But this is before the crime. So it's my handprints. And we were able to get this from the Habitat House and some of my other paintings. So painting is something not new. This is something I've been doing for a long time, in different ways and stuff like that.
People like to collect things, and having a piece made by a convicted murderer is exciting to some people. Like when you're a part of a crime of this magnitude, it's going to follow you in ways for the rest of your life. I don't think she's accepted that, and she crashes out, and I get this feeling that she thinks that she can talk it away or make people move on. I mean, she did a video where she quite literally yelled into the camera, "Move on." She's moved on, but that's not how life works. We're not talking about a tiny mistake. She did her time, and that is her legal consequences, but there are also life consequences that will follow you. That's just what happens when you do something as horrific as she did. She's also in the same live admitted to being a convicted murderer.
It sucks that she's at a disadvantage, being my daughter. Because, yeah, my name is Gypsy Rose Blanchard, and I am a convicted murderer. Yep. And I did the time, I did the crime, did the time, did my time on parole, case is closed. I owe nobody else anything. I don't owe anybody anything.
I want to elaborate on why many of us make content about her and the stuff that she posts on social media. I truly worry about her being alone with her child because I don't know what she's capable of when she feels trapped. The only example we have of what she does when she feels trapped is what happened to her mom. I had not seen or looked up the crime scene photos of her mom. All I had seen was the description of what the state of her mom's body was found in. But in my last Gypsy video, I had to look up some pictures for context of what I was talking about. And as I was scrolling, there was the photo of her mom glaring me in the face. I do not recommend looking these pictures up if you have not seen them. because seeing the state that her mom was left in and how badly she was attacked and murdered, and then looking at Gypsy's face and knowing she was behind that is truly terrifying to me. How do you just get over that? There has to be something not quite right in someone's brain that they could do that to someone and get over it and tell other people to get over it as if it was just a little mistake. How would seeing that not follow you for the rest of your life? How would you not be traumatized by that? I'm talking about even if everything she said was true about her mom and that she was as bad as she says that she was, and she felt like this was the only way, even if it's all true. It is so bizarre to me that she seems completely unfazed by it. I don't know how you could see her mom in that state and it not make you feel anything, especially when that was your mom. When she briefly mentions anything about what happened, it's like there's no emotion attached to that crime. If you are innocent in the sense that you didn't do that, and Nick is the only one that did that, I feel like knowing the gruesomeness of it would make her feel something, but it's like she feels nothing about it, and that disturbs me. That's even if everything she said about her mom was true. When you watch the interrogation with Gypsy Rose, she knows her mom is dead. She never mentions to the interrogator that she did this because her mom was controlling her and causing her to have surgeries that she didn't need and infantizing her. She never mentions it once. Instead, she gives them an incorrect age and lies about being able to use computers and phones, etc. Why wouldn't the first thing she said be, I did this because of what my mom has done to me? She doesn't say any of it. She does say how much she loves her mom, though. It doesn't make any sense. It's never brought up, almost as if the story was created behind a closed door by her and her attorneys. Like, this is the story that we're going to tell about why you asked him to do this. That's what it feels like. I do not doubt that her mom was controlling. I do not doubt that her mom was unwell and had things. I don't doubt that by any means. I'm sure some of her stories are true. I know some people don't believe any of them. I'm sure some of them are true. But I don't believe that her mom was so controlling that she was not able to get out of that house and leave with Nick with her mom unscathed. Gypsy Rose has even said herself that her mom did not deserve to die. When you read these text messages, there is this dark energy behind them that I cannot explain. The text messages between her and Nick, they had these weird sexual fantasies and they talked about very disturbing things. This is why people aren't letting this go. You can say in a video, I am a convicted murderer, but you have never admitted to your part in what happened truly, in my opinion. All she's admitted to was telling him to do it. Why are there blood drippings throughout the house consistent with someone holding a bloody knife in their right hand when Nick was left-handed? Why did she ask Nick not to wear gloves so that his fingerprints were on it and not just hers? Because the only prints on that knife were her prints. Why did she say he went into the bathroom to clean up, but there is blood dripping all over the kitchen where you have to walk past the bathroom to go? It's on flour and on the cabinets. She told the interrogator that Nick shoved her in the bathroom and locked her in there. And then when she was questioned about the fact that the lock is on the inside of a bathroom door, she said she just never thought about unlocking it. Now, Nick's interrogation was extremely honest. Gypsy lied through the entire thing. The whole time she lied. Nick's interrogation was extremely honest. He lies at first, but by 30 minutes in, he's already saying what happened. I believe him when he says in this moment, we did it together. The one being honest said they did it together. Look at this graph. There are two separate moments of stab wounds on her mom. One set is consistent with someone left-handed. What's this other set? This is why people still aren't letting this go and don't stop talking about it, even when you admit to being a convicted murderer, because it's almost as if the story that's being told was created behind closed doors with her attorneys and that she was more involved than she admits. And because she was convicted with whatever confession she gave, she's never going to say what actually happened. When she realizes in the interrogation room that they are not buying her story, she pulls her teeth out and cries at the door, thinking that that's going to make them feel sorry for her. Then she puts her teeth back in. She says he did not when she is sitting in the room alone. He did not what?
I want a lawyer. Please, I need a lawyer.
Okay, have a seat.
Gypsy didn't think Nick would tell the truth. People are not going to stop talking about this because there are holes and inconsistencies. The nice voice and nice game that worked on people to get donations and free stuff and money, the nice voice that made people believe her in the courtroom to only get 8 years while her boyfriend got life, the nice voice that tries to tell us how mean we are for talking about her and this case when she's done nothing wrong. I don't buy it. I don't think she likes when people aren't buying it. And I think it sends her into a frenzy and she crashes out because she can't handle that she's not being believed. I am all for her selling her artwork if that's what she has to do to not hurt anybody, if that's what she has to do to feed her child. I hope her daughter grows up with a great life and all the assumptions and concerns never become reality. I don't see Nick being really screwed up and Gypsy just trying to escape. I see two extremely messed up people that had some sort of weird sexual fantasies talking about really disturbing things. I mean, they had sex right after this happened. She is in a video talking about how he's going to eat her the way he's eating a brownie and giggling and laughing. I hate to say it, but anybody that buys what she's saying, I don't think you know the whole case. I don't think you know the whole thing. This is why I don't personally stop talking about it. I don't think she's admitted to the full truth. She can say she's a convicted murderer, but that's not admitting the full truth. I think that she had more part in this than she admits. And I think Nick confessed to it when he said, "We did it together." It's easy to get manipulated by Gypsy when she's doing normal life things. But she has a story and she has a history. When we're on social media and watching vlogs and videos of people, we're not seeing their full life and everything that encompasses who they are as a person. How many times have we ended up finding out that somebody that created content we loved had a darker side to them than what we knew? It's easy to watch somebody's content on social media and them seem normal or good, but it's not painting the full picture. I think that Gypsy tries a lot of manipulation tactics, and when one manipulation tactic doesn't work, she tries something else. She posted a series of videos making fun of people who make content about her, which whatever, go for it if you want to. She can make content about whoever she wants, just like we all do. But also with that being said, if you're gonna make content about the people that are making content about you, they're gonna reply to it. Now Gypsy Rose Blanchard is back on social media. It appears that she has removed all of the art that she was selling, and now she is doing mom vlogs and also promoting her Cameo, where you can pay her to send you a message. You can book a personal video from her for $99+ or book a business video for $1,000+. Her reasons to get a video say to say happy birthday, send a pep talk, roast someone, get advice, ask a question. You can also send her a message for $5.99.
Daughter Alex told me that you're starting a new job as a therapist, which I happen to believe that therapists are a godsend. I happen to have 3 therapists myself, and I find it very beneficial. So I hear that you love playing pool. That's awesome. But let's be honest, I bet you spend more time chasing around the cue ball around the table instead of actually sinking in your shots.
I don't know. She said she was quitting social media and now she's back with more wigs. All I can think about is when Nicholas Godejohn in his interrogation was talking about how Gypsy also had different versions of herself, where Ruby was the bad one and then there was also Kitty and Candy. I feel like we've been seeing these different personas of Gypsy manifest on social media with how much she changes her voice, her accent, and her personality. And I will leave you with this. If this hasn't convinced you that there's more to the story, Gypsy Rose Blanchard has admitting to shooting her mom. Her mom was in the hospital for it. Gypsy Rose Blanchard also said that her mom said, "Don't hurt me." This does not sound like her mom was the one hurting her. It sounds like her mom was the one that was scared. I would be scared too if my daughter had shot me before. If Gypsy Rose Blanchard wasn't a part of the fraudulent behavior, how come when there was many people around and it was being recorded for news stations, she didn't say, "My mom's controlling me, I'm not actually sick, look, I can walk," and stand up from the wheelchair and show everybody? Why didn't she do that? when she was around people that could have helped her? Why did she play along with it? If she's pulling a gun out on her mom, it doesn't sound like her mom is the one that's the problem. You all are going to have to let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'll see you soon for another video.